Okay then, let's look at the intro and the verses. Now, the chords you need to play at the very beginning of the song, which is the intro and the first part of the verses, are just a D and an F sharp minor. Okay. Now, before you start embarking on this, make sure you know the song back to front, front to back, inside out, outside in, because you need to break it down to its component parts in order to be able to play it and understand what the intros are, the verses, the choruses and the middle eight. So we're going to start off with the intro and the first part of the verses, which is played on the D and the F sharp minor. And it's played like this. And what we're doing, we're playing a standard open D chord. We're hitting the open D note with our thumb, like that. And we're hitting the B and the G strings with these two fingers. And I call that a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll help you break it down later. So when you actually come to learn it, you can count your 4s, your 8s and your 2s. Second part is the F sharp minor. So after you've played the 4 on the D, 2, 3, 4, you then go to the F sharp minor and do the same. This time we're playing the F sharp note, which is the 4th fret of the D string. And part of the F sharp chord is the 2nd fret of the B and the 2nd fret of the G. So we're going, again, you're still using that same pattern, and we're hitting the D string and then the G and the B in unison. Okay, so it's 4 on the D, 4 on the F sharp minor. And you actually, for this particular song, you play 4 on the D, 4 on the F sharp minor, 4 on the D and 4 on the F sharp minor. That forms your intro, and then just do the same again, which is the beginning of the verse. So I'm going to play that for you slowly and then go into the next part of the verse, which is the last part. So it goes like this, the beginning, from the beginning. Now the verse is starting. Second half of the verse. Like that. So after we've done the D and the F sharp minor bit, we're then going to hit the B minor chord and we're going to go. So the B minor chord, we're hitting the 2nd fret of the A string, which is the B note, the root note of the chord. And then we're going to carry on using those two fingers to hit the G and the B in unison, which is basically the D note and the B note. So we're on the 3rd fret of the B and the 4th fret of the G. We're then going to take our hand off and hit the open A string, which is like a rundown to hit the G chord, which we're going to play twice. And with the G chord, you're going to hit the bottom string, the bottom E string, and the G note on the 3rd fret, but just continue to play the B and the G together. Like that. So you can play G, different variations of it, but that's the way I'm teaching it, like that. So what we have is this. Then you're going to hit your A and play it twice, like that. Again, you're hitting your open A string, the root note, and just continuing to play the B and the G in unison, like that. So what we have so far for the second part of the verse is this. And then you're going to go up to the B again and play it 4 times. And then play the A 4 times. Okay? And on the second, last 2 times we're going to play that A. We're going to actually put our little pinky up here. So we're still hitting that open A note and we're still hitting the B and the G in unison. We're just going to put our finger on the 5th fret of the B string, which is the E note, to create a slightly different effect. It's still an A chord, we're just playing it slightly differently, so it sounds like this. That's all it is. So that bit, that second part of the verse slowly is this. And then you're straight back into the beginning of the verse again. So it does 2 verses and we're going back to the D and the F sharp minor again. Okay, So they're the little component bits. Practice putting them all together and playing over the backing track. Then you'll be good enough to go along to the chorus, which is the next video.